Hari Om. We are going to commence with this evening's preliminary pujas. Sprinkle water on yourselves and all the puja items. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastangatopi va yah smaret pundari kaksham sa bahyabhyantrah shuchi. Now, doing Hari Smaran, thinking of Bhagwan, sip water in the palm of your right hand 3 times. Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha. Now rinse your hands 3 times. Om Hrishikeshaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. Put a kus ring onto the right hand ring finger. Om Pavitresto Vaishnavyo Saviturvaha Prasava Utpunamya Chidrena Pavitrena Suryasya Rashmibihi Tasyate Pavitra Pate Pavitra Bhutasya Yatakamaha Punetachekeyam. Now, apply chandan to your forehead using your thumb, commencing at the top of your nose and moving upwards on your forehead. Om Chandanam Vandate Nityam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Harate Nityam Lakshmir Vasatu Sarvadham. If you have not lit your Lakshmi Deep, your house lamp, you may do so now. If you have already lit it, offer a flower, perhaps with some rice. Om Bodhipatam Brahmarupa Andakara Nivaraka Imam Maya Kritang Pujam Grihastejo Pravardhaya Om Deepaya Namaha. Now sprinkle water on the Vedi, thinking of Mother Earth and appealing to her for blessings and protection. Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadhrita Tvancha Dharya Man Devi Pavitrang Kuru Chasanam. Now we are going to do Sankalp. You may do this using a pan supari, flour, white rice and a coin. Alternatively, a drop of water in the palm of your right hand will also do. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Namaha Paramatmane Shri Purana Purushottamaya Shrimat Bhagavate Mahapurushasya Vishnu Ragyaya Pravartamanasyadya Brahmane Dvitya Praharade Shri Shvetvaraha Kalpe Kaliyuge Kalipratam Charane Dakshin Africa Khande. Take the name of the province, the area in which you live, and your address. Amukha Prante, Amukha Nagare, Amukha Stane, Bhadrapad Mase, Krishna Pakshe, Shashtiyam Titho, Shani Vasare. Now take your Gotra, if you know it, and your name. If you do not know your Gotra, you may say Kashyap Gotra. Amukha Gotra Utpannaha, Amukha Namasya, Sankshipt Ganesh Gauri Bhagavan Pujanam, Kalash Varun Devata Prarthanam, Shiva Prarthana, Shri Radha Krishna Bhagwan Pujanam Karma Karishye. You may now drop the water or offer the pan supari set onto the Vedi. We are now going to recite Ved mantras called Swasti Vachan, which is beneficial to you. Kindly take flowers and rice, put your hands together and focus your mind on Bhagwan. Om Swastina Indro Vridashravaha Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starakshora Rishtanemihi Swastino Vrihaspatir Dadatu Om Payah Pritivhyam Paya Oshadishu Payo Divyantarikshe Payodaha Payasvatihi Pradishah Santu Mayam. Om Vishnu Raratamasi Vishnoho Snaptrestho Vishnoho Syurasi Vishnor Dhruvasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnavetva. Om Agnir Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasavo Devata Rudra Devata Ditya Devata Marto Devata Vishwe Deva Devata Vrihaspati Devatindro Devata. My apologies, I'm going to recommence the mantra because of that disturbance. Om Agnir Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasavo Devata Rudra Devata Ditya Devata Maruto Devata Vishwe Deva Devata Vriha Devata. Om Dyaho Shantirantariksha Shanti Prithivi Shantirapah Shantir Oshadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shantir Vishvedevah Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarvagung Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadran Tanna Asuvasu Shantir Bhavatu. You may offer the flowers and rice into the thari in front of you. We are now going to commence with puja to Ganesh Bhagwan and Mata Parvati. We're going to do avahan to them first. So take flowers and rice, put your hands together, focus on their forms, appeal to Ganesh Bhagwan to help us to understand the scriptures and to remove obstacles from the path of our spiritual advancement. Om He He Ramba Tume Yehi Ambika Trayambakatmaja Siddhi Buddhi Pate Trayaksha Laksha Labha Pitu Pitah Nagasya Nagahara Twangana Raja Chaturbhuja Bhushitah Swayude Divye Pashankusha Parashwade Avahyami Pujartam Rakshartan Chamama Kratoho Iha Shame. Om Gananantva Ganapati Gung Havamahe Priyanantva Priyapati Gung Havamahe Nidhinantva Nidhipati Gung Havamahe Vaso Mama Ahamajani Garbhadhama Tumajasi Garbhadham Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Ganapatiye Namaha Om Ambe Ambike Ambalike Namanyati Kaschana Sasastya Shvakaha Subhadrikam Kampilavasinim Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Ambikaye Namaha. You may offer the flowers and the rice into the thari in front of you, in front of the murti. Now you are going to offer chandan to Bhagwan. Using your ring finger, apply this to the foreheads of the murtis. Om Idam Gandang Chandanang Ganapataye Namaha Gaurye Namaha. Next, offer flowers. Om Idam Pushpam Ganapataye Namaha Gaurye Namaha. Now, agarbatti. Om Tato Dhupam Agrapayami Ganapataye Namaha Gaurye Namaha. Next, you are going to offer arti using either a diya or a lit camphor in a clockwise direction 3 times around the murti. Om Pratyaksha Deepam Darshayami Ganapataye Namaha Gaurye Namaha. If you have a bell, you may ring the bell when doing arti. If you have a shank, you may blow the shank. Hasta prakshalanam. Kindly wash your hands. And now offer some prasad to Bhagwan Ganesh and Mata Parvati. You may offer a fruit if you do not have prasad. Om Nevedyam Samarpayami Ganapataye Namaha Gaurye Namaha. Sprinkle some water in front of the murti. Om Achmanyam Ganapataye Namaha Gaurye Namaha. बोलिए विघ्नहर्ता गणेश भगवान की जय. Jagat Janani Parvati Mata ki jai. We are now going to do Kalash Dhyan. So you may have set a Kalash on the first day of Krishna Ashtami. Focusing on that Kalash, Take flowers and rice in your hand, and we are going to do prarthana. If you have not established a kalash, you may focus your mind on your Lakshmi Deep. Om Tatvayami Brahmana Vandamanas Tada Shaste Yajamano Havirbihi Ahiddamano Varunneha Bodhirusha Gum Samana Ayuhu Pramoshihi. You may offer the flowers onto the kalash or in front of your lamp. Bole Kalash Varuna Bhagavan Ki Jai. We are now going to do prarthana to the Navagraha. Once again, you may use the kalash as a murti of the Navagraha. Take flowers and rice, put your hands together. Om Brahma Murari Sripurantakari Bhanuhu Shashi Bhumi Suto Buddhascha Guruscha Shukraha Shani Rahu Ketava Sarve Griha Shantikara Bhavantu Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Samarchanam Maya Kritancha Yatadboha Kshamadvam Graha Devataha अनेन पूजनेन श्री सूर्य आदि नवग्रह मंडला देवता प्रियंताम. बोलिए नवग्रह देवताओं की जय. बोलिए सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय. Offer your flowers and rice. We're now going to do some puja to Bhagwan Shiv. So take flowers and rice, focus your mind on Bhagwan Shiv. If you have a murti, alternatively you may focus on the Shivling. Om Bandhuk Sannibhandevam Trinetram Chandrashekaram Trishuladharinan Devam Charuhasam Sunirmalam Kapaladharinan Devam Vardabhayahastakam Omaya Sahitam Shambhun Dhyayet Someshwaram Sada Sanandamananda Vaneva Santam Anandakandam Hatapapa Vrindam Varanasi Natham Vanatanatham Shri Vishwanatham Sharanam Prapadye. Om Mayahi Bhagavan Shambho Sharvatvam Girijapate Prasanno Bhava Devesha Namastubhyam Hi Shankara. Offer the flowers and rice. Now you may apply some chandan tika using your ring finger. Om idam gandham samarpayami. Om. Now offer agarbatti. Om tato dhupam agrapayami. Now offer arti using a diya or a lit camphor. Om pratyaksha deepam darshayami. Hasta prakshalanam. Wash your hands. Offer some prasad to Bhagwan Shiv. Om apupani cha pakwani mandakavatakani cha payasam supannan cha nevedyam pratigrihitam. Sprinkle water. Om sarva papa haram divyam gangeyam nirmalam jalam achmanam maya dattam grihan parameshwaram. Bolye Shiva Shankara Bhagavan ki jai. We're now going to do puja to Shri Radha Krishna Bhagwan. Take flowers in your hand, focus your mind on their murtis. Om Namaste Shriye Radhikaye Paraye Namaste Namaste Mukunda Priyaye Sadananda Rupe Prasidha Tvamantaha Prakashe Spuranti Mukundena Sardham. Om Bhansi Vibhushita Karanavani Radhabat Pitambara Daruna Bimba Paladaroshtat Purnendu Sundara Mukhadar Vindanetrat Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattvamaham na jane. Om Namo Vishwarupaya Vishwastityanta Hetave Vishweshwaraya Vishwaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Vijnana Rupaya Paramananda Rupine Krishnaya Gopanathaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Vrishabhadvaja Vandaya Partha Sarataye Namaha. Venu Vadana Shilaya Gopalaya Himardine. Chidanandakaram Shruti Sarasasaram Samharasaham Niradharadharam Bhavajalah Diparam Paramunam Ramagrivaharam Vrajavana Viharam Haranutam Sadatam Govindam Paramah Sukakandham Bhajatare. Om Maya hi Bhagavan Krishna Jagadishwara Ramapate Prasanno Bhava Devesha Namastubhyam Sada Harihi. Offer flowers and offer flowers again for the asan. Om Vishweshwara Ramanatha Vraja Gopa Jana Priya Asanan Divya Sarvesha Dasya Ham Tobhyam Ishwaram. Offer water 3 times. Om Shri Krishna Rukmani Natha Narakarnavataraka Padyangrihan Devesha Mama Sokyam Vivarthaya. Om Devaki Putra Shri Shyama Narayana Namostute Arghyangrihan Devesha Sarvartha Siddhidayakam. Om Mandakinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papa Haram Shubham Tadidam Kalpitam Deva Sampaga Chamyatam Tvayam. Now offer Panchamrit. Om Snanam Panchamrite Deva Grihana Purushottama Anathanat Sarvagya Girvana Pranati Priyam. Offer water again. Om Ganga Godavari Reva Payoshini Yamuna Tatha Saraswatyadi Tirthani Snanartam Prati Grihatam. 2 pieces of cotton. Om Veda Sukta Samayukta Yagya Sama Samanvite Sarva Varna Prade Deva Vasasi Prati Grihatam. Om Brahma Vishnu Maheshena Nirmitam Brahma Sutrakam Yagyopavita Danena Priyatam Dwarikapatihi. Using the ring finger, apply chandan to the foreheads of the murtis. Om Shri Kandham Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surashreshtham Chandanam Prati Grihatam. Offer some til and some white rice. Om Akshatanscha Surashrestha Shubhradhunasya Nirmala Maya Nivedita Bhaktya Grihana Parameshwaram. Offer flowers. Om Malikadi Sugandhini Malyatyadini Ve Prabho Maharathani Pujartam Pushpani Prati Grihatam. Offer some tulsi leaves. Om Tulsi Manjari Bhirya Kuryat Hari Hararchanam Nasa Garbha Graham Yati Mukti Bhago Na Sanchayam. Agarbati. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadyo Gandha Uttamaha Agreha Sarvadevanan Dhupoyam Prati Grihatam. Arti using a diya or a lit camphor. Om Sajyam Cha Varti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepang Grihana Devesha Trelokya Timirapaha. Hasta Prakshalinam. Wash your hands. Offer prasad. Om Ghritapakwam Havishyanam Payasam Cha Sasharkaram Nana Vidhang Nevedyam Grihana Parameshwaram. Offer water. Om Sarva Papa Harang Divyam Gangheyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanang Maya Dattang Grihatam Parameshwara. Om. If you have a fruit, offer a fruit. Om Idam Phalam Maya Deva Stapitam Purutastava Tename Sa Phalavaptir Bhave Janmani Janmani. Offer a pan supari set consisting of pan, supari, camphor, clove, and a coin. Om Lavanga Karpura Yutam Tambhulam Sura Pujitam Pritya Grihana Devesha Mama Sokyam Vivarthayam. Now do Arti again using a diya or a lit camphor. Om Chaturvarti Samayuktam Gritena Cha Supuritam Nirajanena Santushto Bhavatvevam Jagatpatihi. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janmantra Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vinashyanti Pradakshina Pade Pade. Hasta Prakshalanam. Wash your hands. Take some flower petals in your hands. Put your hands together and do namaskar to Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna. ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रे कपानये ज्ञान मुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतत्वहे नमः। ओम देवकी सुत गोविंद वासुदेव जगतपते देहि मे तनयम कृष्ण त्वम अहम शरणम गतः। बोलिए श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय, सीतारामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। We now going to commence with our preliminaries for Gita recital. Our Gita invocation and Gita Aarti will follow. Om. If you have the Lakshmi Narayan Puja book, these mantras are given on page 83 and 84 if you are using the Devanagari script. If you are following the English transliteration, it's on page 87. Alternatively, follow the screen that has the script that has been put up on the screen. While you are doing this, you should focus your minds on Bhagwan Sri Krishna and the Bhagavad Gita. Om. Om. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. ध्यान मूलम गुरुर मूर्ति पूजा मूलम गुरु पदम मंत्र मूलम गुरुर्वाक्यम मोक्ष मूलम गुरु कृपा मोक्ष मूलम गुरु कृपा कस्तूरी तिलकम ललाट पटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभम नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुं करे कंकणं सर्वांगे हरिचंदनं सुललितं कंठे च मुक्तावली गोपास्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि फुल्लेन्दीभरकान्तमिन्दुवदनं बर्हावतं सप्रियं श्रीवत्साङ्कमुदारकौस्तुभधरं पीताम्बरं सुन्दरं गोपीनां नयनोदपलारचिततनुं गोगोपसंहावृतं गोविन्दं कलवेणुवादनपरं दिव्याङ्गभूषं भजे। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुलारविन्दयत्तपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततेलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीप प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रे कपानये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतद्दुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्म द्रोण तदा जयत्रतजला गान्धाधरनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुलाम् अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण घोर मकरा धुर्योधनवर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननधी कैवर्तकः केशव पार्श्यः वचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाज्ञानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितं लोके सज्जनस्तपदेरहरः पेपीयमानं मूढा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्र मरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैर्वेदैः साङ्गपदाक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तत्कतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः गीता सुगीता कर्तव्य किमन्ये शास्त्र संग्रहे या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुक्का पद्माध्विनिसृता सर्वशास्त्रमयी गीता सर्वदेवमयो हरिः सर्वतीर्थमयी गंगा सर्ववेदमयो मनुः गीता गंगा च गायत्री गोविंदेति हृदि स्थिते चतुर्गकार संयुक्ते पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते भारतामृत सर्वस्व गीताय मतितस्य च सारमृद्धृत्य कृष्णेन अर्जुनस्य मुखे हुतम्। बोलिए जगत जननी गीता मैया की जय। We'll now do Gita Aarti.
ओम जय भगवत गीते मैया जय भगवत गीते हरिय कमल विहारिणी हरिय कमल विहारिणी सुंदर सुपनीते ओम जय भगवत गीते करम सुमरम प्रकाशनी कामा सती हरा मैया कामा हरा सर्वज्ञान विकासनी सर्वज्ञान विकासनी वेद्या ब्रह्म परा ओम जय भगवत गीते निश्चल भक्ति विधायणी निरमल मलहारी मैया निरमल मलहारी शरण रहस्य प्रदायणी शरण रहस्य प्रदायणी सब विधि सुखकारी ओम जय भगवत गीते राग द्वेष विधारिणी कारिणी मोद सदा मैया कारिणी मोद सदा भव भय हारिणी तारिणी भव भय हारिणी तारिणी परमानंद प्रधा ओम जय भगवत गीते आसुर भाव विनाशनी नाशनी तम रजनी मैया नाशनी तम रजनी देवी सदगुण दयानी देवी सदगुण दयानी हरि रसिका सजनी ओम जय भगवत गीते समता त्याग सिखावनी हरि मुख की वाणी मैया हरि मुख की वाणी सकल शास्त्र की स्वामिनी सकल शास्त्र की स्वामिनी श्रुतियों की रानी ओम जय भगवत गीते जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। माखन ब्रज में एक चुरावे, एक बैर बिलरी के खावे। दम दम घर घर दानी दानी सारे गा। माखन ब्रज में एक चुरावे, एक बैर बिलरी के खावे। प्रेम भाव से बड़े अनोखे दोनों के काम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। एक हृदय में प्रेम बढ़ावे, एक तप संताप मिटावे। दम दम घर घर सारे 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 गा। एक हृदय में प्रेम बढ़ावे, एक तप संताप मिटावे। दोनों सुख का सागर है और दोनों पूरन काम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। एक कंस पापी को मारे, एक दुष्ट रावण संहारे। दम दम घर घर सारे 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 गा। एक कंस पापी को मारे, एक दुष्ट रावण संहारे। दोनों दीन के दुख हरत है, दोनों बल की दाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। एक राधिका के संग राजे, एक जानकी संग विराजे। दम दम घर घर सारे 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 गा। एक राधिका के संग राजे, एक जानकी संग विराजे। चाहे सीता राम कहो या बोलो राधे श्याम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। 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 ओम सीताराम, पवन सुत हनुमान, राधे कृष्ण की जय। गोपाला राधा लोला, मुरली लोला नंद लाला। मुरली लोला नंद लाला। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं भक्त मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं भक्त मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं तुम गोपी के जैसे नचाते नहीं तुम गोपियों के जैसे नचाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् ॐ सीताराम पवन सुत हनुमान राधे कृष्ण की जय
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome today to today's Gita recital. We are reading chapter 14, verse 20, 21, 22, and 23. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gunane tan tinyatrin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukha vimukto mritam ashnute. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We'll read it once more. Gunane tan nitityatrin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukha vimukto mritam asmute. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. तो इस श्लोक में श्री कृष्णा कहते हैं कि भौतिक प्रकृति के गुणों से परे जाकर व्यक्ति जन्म, मृत्यु, बुढ़ापा और दुख से मुक्त हो जाता है और अमरता को प्राप्त करता है. In this shlok, Shri Krishna says that by going beyond the modes of material nature, one becomes free from birth, death, old age, misery, and attains mortality. And attains immortality. You see, it is difficult to break a whole bundle of sticks at once. But how easy this task becomes if we break one stick at a time. In the same way, if we break up a problem into small units, we would easily discover the solution. Bhagavan Krishna uses the same method in helping us fight the enemies. He divides these enemies into 3 units. These 3 parts are called the 3 gunas, or the 3 qualities of nature. They are sattva, rajas, and tamas guna. Purity, restlessness, and laziness. What do these gunas do to our body? Yes, they produce attachment in us. They delude us. They make us forget our real nature. That is why Shri Krishna says in this verse that if we want to attain freedom or perfection, if we want to be free of misery, we must rise above these 3 modes of nature. That is, we must first control them and then go beyond the gunas. So brothers, sisters, and children, if we drink water from a dirty well, we are bound to get a stomach ache or an upset stomach. Similarly, if we are influenced by the 3 modes, we are bound to experience their consequences. And what are these consequences? What are the results? They are janma, repeated birth, mrityu, death, jarad, old age, and dukh. We know that these 4 are the primary miseries of material life. The world is a place of misery. Therefore, Shri Krishna says in this verse and uses the word atitya, that we should transcend and go beyond these 3 modes of material nature. The Vedas also prescribe a number of codes of conduct, social duties, rituals, and regulations for us human beings. These prescribed duties and codes of conduct are together called karma and dharma. And what do? They help to elevate us from tamogun to rajogun to sattvagun. Shri Krishna uses the words gunan etan atitya. Here Bhagwan says that one is identified with the three gunas and we can transcend them. We cannot destroy the gunas, but we can transcend. Shri Krishna explains that when we transcend these three modes, then Maya, illusion, no longer binds the living being. Then the soul gets released from the cycle of life and death and attains immortality. Actually, the soul is always immortal. It is its identification with the material body that makes it suffer the illusions of birth and death. Shri Krishna also says in this shlok that Prakriti, that is nature, which is comprised of the three gunas, creates this entire universe, including our body. So, as long as the jeev, the soul, the body dweller, identifies with this body and gives reality to it, it experiences sorrows throughout its life. Once this jeev stops identifying with the body, it attains liberation and becomes immortal. So let's take the example of the sun. We cannot see the sun because of its brilliance, but the sun does illuminate everything. And whatever we see is because of the blessings of the sun. But in the evening and the mornings, the sun withdraws its power. And at that time, we can see the sun on its own. Similarly, through our sadhana, discipline, through our karma yoga, spiritual practice, through our upasana, worship, through shravan, devotion, the power of our gunas is withdrawn and we can surrender to God by transcending the power of the gunas. Shri Krishna speaks of janma, mrityu, jarad, and dukh. Old age is the very nature of the body. When we are young, we never believe that we will become old. When we are old, we think we were never young. And dukh is taking place in the mind all the time. So, Shri Krishna concludes the description of the three gunas here. Shri Krishna has spoken about the nature of the three gunas, their qualities, and how one can transcend the gunas. Also, Shri Krishna told us that when we transcend the three gunas, we become free here and now, and we attain immortality. So, in summary then, this verse explains that although one is within this material body, he can be free from the influence of the modes of nature by his advancement in spiritual knowledge. We also note that service to Shri Krishna, devotion to Shri Krishna, is a sign of liberation from the material body. We will now go to verse shlok 21. Shri Arjun Vachaha Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lingestin gunan etan atito bhavati prabho kim acharah katam chetam trin gunan ativartate. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. इस श्लोक में अर्जुन श्री कृष्णा से पूछते हैं कि 3 गुणों को पार करते वालों का लक्षण क्या है। ऐसा व्यक्ति दुनिया में कैसा व्यवहार करता है और कोई कैसे 3 गुणों को पार करता है। In this shlok, Arjun asks Shri Krishna 3 questions. How is one who has gone beyond the 3 gunas known? How is he recognized? What is his behavior? And how does he transcend these 3 gunas? Now, in the 2nd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun asked the question about the man of steady wisdom. He asked, how does he sit? How does he move? Now, a similar question is asked by Arjun about a gunita. So, this enlightened person mentioned in chapter 2 is now called a gunita here. They are not different, but Arjun did not ask how a person could transcend the gunas. But now, knowing this, he asks these questions. That is the difference. Now, just as a king is able to remove the grievances and sorrows of his servants, so also the Lord is able to remove the sorrows of his devotees. अर्जुन एक महान भक्त भी था और इसलिए वह भगवान को प्रभु के रूप में संबोधित करता है. Arjun was a great devotee also, and that is why he addresses the Lord here as Prabhu in this verse. By using this word, Arjun hinted to Lord Krishna that he, Lord Krishna alone, was capable of relieving his sorrow and pain. In the shlok, he uses the word linges, which means symptoms. What are the symptoms of those who have transcended the 3 gunas? The word achara in this verse means conduct, behavior. How does such a person behave, conducts himself in this world? He mentions the word ativartate, which means transcends. और तीसरा प्रश्न है कि 3 गुणों के पार कैसा जाता है? How does one transcend the 3 gunas? What is the sadhana that will help one to transcend the 3 gunas? तो इस श्लोक में हम अर्जुन को बहुत दिनों बाद बोलते हुए सुनते हैं. We hear Arjun speak after a long time in this chapter. Arjun usually speaks when he needs to clarify a doubt or when he thinks that he needs a more practical version of what he has just heard. We have seen this happen several times. If you remember, in the 2nd chapter, Arjun wanted to know the marks of the person who is established in knowledge. In the chapter on Bhakti Yoga, Arjun also asked the signs of a perfected devotee. हमें यह समझना चाहिए कि हर बार अर्जुन ने एक प्रश्न पूछा है. श्रोताओं के रूप में हमें बहुत लाभ हुआ है. We must understand that every time Arjun has asked a question, we as the listeners have benefited tremendously. क्योंकि श्री कृष्णा स्वयं उत्तर दिया था. Because it was Shri Krishna himself that provided the answers. So, having heard a detailed explanation around the 3 gunas, but only a couple of shloks on the person who transcends these gunas and attains immortality, Arjun, therefore, now found it appropriate to ask these questions at this juncture. These questions are now going to be answered by Shri Krishna very systematically. We will now go to verse 22. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Prakasham cha pravritim cha, mohameva cha pandava, na dveshti samprivritani, na nivritani kankshati. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare। इस श्लोक में श्री कृष्णा कहते हैं कि जब प्रकाश, गतिविधि और ब्रह्म मौजूद होते हैं तो गुनीता उनसे नफरत नहीं करती है, न ही वह उनके गायब रहने पर उनकी लालसा करता है। So in this verse, Shri Krishna says, when light, activity, and delusion are present, a gunita does not hate them, nor does he long for them when they are absent or disappear. So here Shri Krishna answers Arjun's questions. That is, what are the marks of one who has transcended the gunas? इस श्लोक में प्रकाश, प्रवृत्तिम और मोह में सत्व, रजो और तमस का उल्लेख करते हैं। In this श्लोक, light, activity, and delusion refer to sattva, rajas, and tamas respectively. Shri Krishna uses the word mohamev in this shlok, which is an activity of tamas. So let's summarize the qualities of each type of this behavior, so we too can try and use this as a guide to go beyond these gunas. तमस व्यक्ति को आलस्य, जड़ता और अंधकार की ओर ले जाता है। Tamas leads one to laziness, inertia, and darkness. We all seem to think that we are not lazy. When someone says to us, "You are a lazy, good-for-nothing fellow," we flare up in anger. But this anger is a sure sign that laziness does exist in us. Varna hum gussa kyo kare? Otherwise, why should we get angry? Tamas in the form of laziness is a monster that causes us to justify our weaknesses when they are pointed out to us. When we hate to perform both bodily and mental work, we become victims of tamas. Laziness and too much sleep make us physical and mental cripples. एक तामसिक व्यक्ति अक्सर मनुष्य की तुलना में एक जानवर की तरह व्यवहार करता है। A tamasic person often behaves like an animal than a human being. Therefore, we should shake off this devil called laziness or tamas and engage our bodies and mind in karma yoga. We should perform our duty thoroughly and diligently, and tamas will then become powerless. In this verse, Shri Krishna also uses the word pravrittim, which is an activity of rajogun. राजसिक व्यक्ति तृष्णा और इच्छाओं से भरा होता है। The rajasic person is full of cravings and desires. He is very ambitious, and the cravings force him to act only for the fulfillment of his desires. He gets attached to those who help him to fulfill his desires and hates those who stand on his way. यह राजसिक गुण मन को उत्तेजित करता है। एक राजसिक व्यक्ति कभी भी संतुष्ट नहीं होता है। This rajasic quality excites the mind and keeps alive the passions. A rajasic person is never content. They are greedy and restless, proud, intolerant, egoistic, hot-tempered, and jealous. They are intoxicated with the pride of wealth, power, and position. So, one who is indifferent to the rise and fall of each of the gunas mentioned above, one who has a high degree of detachment and discrimination, one who lets the gunas come and go with ease, such a person has transcended the gunas. It is like the difference between a person who observes suitcases on an airport conveyor belt versus a person who holds onto a suitcase and does not let go. The one who insists on holding on gets pulled away. Let's take another example. When we are on vacation, our mind feels peaceful and relaxed. But when we come back from vacation, our mind becomes agitated since it has to get back to the 9 to 5 routine of life. We want to hold on to that state of mind we had experienced when we were on vacation. In other words, we have an insistence to hold on to a sattvic state when rajas comes in. Or when the alarm bell rings in the morning, we want to hold on to that sleepy tamasic state as long as possible and not leave the bed. This insistence on holding on to one guna and not accepting the arrival of another guna enables the gunas to control us. One who has transcended the gunas has given up this insistence through extreme vairagya or detachment. Let's look at it in another way. We all read comics. When we read comics, we can see what the characters are thinking through thought bubbles. For example, in that comic, which all of us have read, Archie. In that comic book, if Veronica insulted Archie, Archie would have a thought bubble that says, I feel so bad. We temporarily feel sorry for Archie and move on to the next frame in the comic. But if someone insults us in real life, we don't usually move on that quickly. We hold on to that thought as well as the tamasic or rajasic state of mind created by that thought for weeks, for months, and yes, for years to come. And that is not all. We bring up that mental state each time we meet the person who insulted us. But when we are able to treat our thoughts with the same detachment that we do when we are reading other people's thoughts in comic books, we will know that we have gone beyond the gunas. Now, as we have mentioned, the word prakasham. Now, prakasham is the sign of sattvagun. Pravritam is the expression of rajogun, and mohamev is the expression of tamogun. Now, when these gunas are there, a gunita does not hate them. When they are not there, he does not long for them. He's not affected by their presence or absence. He is the witness. He does not have attachment or repulsion for it while the gunas are at play. Prakasham is also knowledge. So when sattvagun rises, we become aware, we become alert. Everything is observed through the senses. Sattvagun expresses as happiness and calmness. The mind is calm and peaceful. So a gunita experiences that joy. And when it is happening, he does not get attached to it, nor does he hate it. A gunita is not happy about the rise of sattvagun, nor does he long for it when it goes away. So this play of the three gunas happens in the jnani also. If it is assumed that the jnani has only sattvagun in him, then it will not be possible for him to sleep, which is an expression of tamogun. This jnani also interacts with the world. He performs actions. This is the expression of rajogun. So the play of the three gunas is happening in the jnani also. But as we said, the gunita does not hate or dislike any of the gunas, nor does he get attached to any, because there is no identification with it. If adversity comes, one is not alarmed. And if prosperity comes, one is not elated. One remains balanced in all situations. Let us take an example of the cinema screen. The film is taking place on the screen. Imagine you are the screen. All the scenes from the film are happening on you. The pure light on the screen is like Sattvagun. The colored light is like Rajogun. And the darkness is like Tamogun. So whether there is light, color, or darkness, the screen remains unaffected. Similarly, the Gunita is unaffected by the three gunas, even though they cross his path. So, you see, the Gunitas are not disturbed when they see the gunas functioning in the world. Also, the effects manifesting in persons, objects, and situations around them. Illumined persons do not hate ignorance when they see it, nor get implicated in it. But worldly-minded people become overly concerned with the condition of the world. They spend their time and energy brooding about the state of things in the world. The enlightened souls also strive for human welfare, but they do so because it is their nature to help others. At the same time, they realize that the world is ultimately in the hands of Bhagwan. We all have to do our duty to the best of our ability and leave the rest in the hands of Bhagwan. We will now go on to verse number 23. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. उदासीनवद आसीनो गुणेर्यो न विश्चाल्यते गुणावर्तन्ते इत्येवं योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते हरे रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। इस श्लोक में श्री कृष्णा कहते हैं कि जो एक उदासीन व्यक्ति की तरह बेचता है वह गुणों से उत्तेजित नहीं होता है। जो यह जानते हुए कि गुण एक दूसरे के साथ बातचीत करती है दृढ़ता से स्थिर है और चलती नहीं है। One who sits like an indifferent person is not agitated by the gunas, who, knowing that the gunas interact with each other, is firmly situated and does not move. Sri Krishna says, such a person remains aloof in all conditions. You see, here, udasin does not mean sad. This person is seated above all the situations. He is beyond the gunas. वह सब कुछ पहचानता है, हर चीज में भाग लेता है, हर चीज का जवाब देता है, लेकिन अनसुना रहता है. He recognizes everything, participates in everything, responds to everything, but remains untouched. This is such a beautiful quality to have. Unfortunately, we have a long, long way to go to become this kind of person. So this whole thing now is like a drama. If something sad happens in a person's life, we feel sorry for him. But the same person acting in a sad drama will get many praises. In enacting the Ramayana, for example, Sri Ramji goes to the forest and the audience cries. But this makes the actor who is acting as Sri Ram very happy. Deeply, this actor is unaffected by the happenings in the life of the character. So, this cycle of death and rebirth to which life in the material world is bound is like a drama. Sri Krishna says here, Guner yona vichalyate. He does not get disturbed by the gunas. Guna vartante ityevam. He knows that all that is happening is a play of the gunas. Sri Krishna has said before that the gunas are playing with the gunas. It has nothing to do with me. You know, sometimes a limb in the body starts shaking involuntarily. You can see it and know that you are not doing it. In the same way, a jnani looks at the whole thing as a drama, being unaffected by what is going on around him. Sri Krishna explains that when an enlightened person perceives these gunas in their mind, they do not feel disturbed. We know that the mind is made from the material energy, and this contains the three modes of Maya. This Maya acts upon us through the three modes of material nature. So it is natural for the mind to be subjected to the influence of the gunas. The problem is that we do not see the mind as different from ourselves. And so when the mind presents a disturbing thought, we feel, oh, I'm thinking in this negative manner. We begin to associate with the poisonous thoughts, allowing them to reside in us and damage us spiritually. But if we could see the mind as separate from us, we would be able to disassociate ourselves from negative thoughts. So these persons on the transcendental platform have mastered the art of distancing themselves from all negative thoughts arising in the mind from the flow of the gunas. So you see, previously Sri Krishna indicated the mental state of one who has transcended the gunas. And here he now addresses the second question. How does one who has gone beyond the gunas behave in this world? He says that such a person lives life with ease and grace. He's like the graceful elephant who walks on the road unaffected by the horde of dogs that are barking at him. Now, many of us have also come across people now in Kali Yuga who remain calm and unperturbed even when facing their darkest personal challenges. What actually is it that makes a person so calm? Firstly, even though such a person may not look like a monk from the outside, he has a great deal of detachment towards the world. Secondly, such a person is seated on an unshakable platform. Nothing moves him. This person is constantly aware that the entire world, including one's own body, is just a play of the three gunas. Now, we spoke at length about the three gunas over the past few days. What does all this mean in practice? It means when our mind is agitated, we will never crave for a peaceful state. We will accept that a certain level of agitation, a certain level of rajas is part and parcel of daily life. We will view the whole world as the gunas interacting with the gunas. Then, eventually, the I aspect within us will become firm and steadfast, and there will be a healthy level of distance and detachment from the movement of those gunas. The gunas move, but the I aspect within us will not. So the 14th chapter explicitly shows that love of God is supreme, and every other effort on the part of us human beings comes afterwards. The whole aim of the Bhagavad Gita is how to become one with God. So we have to realize our true self and be eternally free from the bond of karma. We should stop complaining that we do not have time to worship or think of God. We should stop finding lame excuses for not practicing yoga sadhana. Opportunities are always present to think of Bhagwan and to repeat his divine name. What greater help can we have of remembering God than the assurance that he and he alone is present everywhere? Every thought and action is a disclosure of his power. Let's remove his power. Remove his power. What happens? The body drops dead. So Bhagwan's power, which is life, sustains all creation. It is with his power alone that we are able to conduct the satsang. If this can be understood, then our work and our study is no hindrance, but actually a help in always reminding us of Bhagwan's presence. Therefore, we should develop sattvic qualities, give to the poor, serve the sick. They are God in visible form. Love everybody. Then our minds will be peaceful and our hearts will be filled with supreme joy. Now, let us look at the hierarchy. Let us look at this order. The soul is covered by the mind. The mind misleads the soul through temptations. The mind is influenced by the three modes, sattva, rajas, and tamas. These three modes are under the control of Maya Devi, and Maya Devi is under the control of Sri Krishna. So, if we surrender to Sri Krishna, then we become free from troubles of our mind. Sri Krishna instructs Maya, and she stops tempting us, and then the mind stops pestering us. That is why Sri Krishna instructs us to surrender to him and go beyond the influence of Maya. Surrender doesn't mean giving up our responsibilities and duties towards our home, community, and society. We can surrender to Sri Krishna by becoming God conscious, instilling in our children strong values, creating an awareness of our scriptures, because children learn very fast. We all are aware that all three gunas exist in us and comes up at different times. But Sri Krishna has gifted us with the power of discrimination. So we should use this wonderful gift to make all the correct choices in life. Jai Shri Krishna. We will now have go to Chalisa, or recite the Krishna Chalisa.
Panchi shobhita kara madhura neela chaladanarsha aruna dhar janu bimba pala nayana kamala vira purna indra ravinda mukha pitambar shubhasa jai manmohan mand chavi Krishna Chandra Maharaj भवर बचावत नैया सुंदर दास आसुर धारी दया दृष्टि की जय बनवारी नाथ सकल मम कुमति निवार्यो क्षमो में अपराध हमारो बोलो पाटव दर्शन दीजय बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया की जय बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया की जय बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया की जय। या चालीसा कृष्ण का पाठ करे उरधारी अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि फल लहे पदारथ चार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna. We will now do japa. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 21 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshamamritat. Om Ram Ram Ram. Okay, we'll now have the Aarti.
आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की
Yeah, Marcina. Yeah. You put me under a lot of pressure. You just demoralized me.
ललित
ॐ कर्पूरगौरं करुणा अवतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। ॐ मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुत्वध्वजा मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलायतनो हरि। ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्धसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते। To the Archman, sprinkle water around your thali. Om yani kani cha papani janmantar kritani cha tani tani vinakshanti pradakshina pade pade. Om sarvesham swastir bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मंगलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमस्यो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। Om Purnamidah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaye Purnamevavashishyate. Om Apradha Sahasrani Krihante Harmishang Maya Tyasyo Yamiti Mamatva Kshamaswa Parmeshwara. Om Avahanam na janami Visarjanam Pujam Cheva na janami Kshamaswa Parmeshwara. Om Anyatha Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Tasmam Karunya Bhavena Rakshvatam Parmeshwaram. Om Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Om Sita Ram ki jai. Om Lakshman ji ki jai. Om Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai. Om Radhe Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Om Shiv Shankar Parvati Mata ki jai. Om Durga Kali Saraswati Lakshmi Mata ki jai. Om Sab Pitra Dev ki jai. Om Sanatan Dharam ki jai. Om Lakshmi Narayan Bhagwan ki jai. Om Radha Madhav ki jai. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadeva Hara. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham. Jai Shri Krishna.